टाइम आपका जाएगा.
Thank you, Madam, for giving me the opportunity to speak on the demand for grants for the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. I take this opportunity to congratulate the Honorable Minister, ICMR, and others for successfully controlling and containing the first phase of COVID-19 pandemic, and also on taking up the largest vaccination drive in the world. Madam, I'd also like to congratulate the government, the Prime Minister, and the External Affairs Minister just made a statement earlier on the vaccine diplomacy that India has been playing. Following the Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we've been supporting countries in their time of need, and this is certainly a very good way to gain global leadership. However, it's also great to see that the private hospitals have also been roped in to speed up the vaccination process. However, we need to also involve the private companies and institutions, Madam, to speed up the vaccination process, especially since we are starting to witness the second wave of the pandemic in some states. On 15th March 2021, the Health Ministry's data indicates that 78% of the cases that have been reported come from Maharashtra, Punjab, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu. And more than 1 lakh cases have been reported in the second week of March. Now the people are more apprehensive and worried whether there would be a second lockdown, with some states already announcing some restrictions. I'm saying this because many countries, such as Saudi Arabia, UK, France, Germany, and Tanzania, have already announced the latest lockdown, and Spain has declared an emergency until the end of March. So will the Honorable Minister, while replying to the debate, please tell the country what is the present status of the pandemic? How is it spreading? Whether there are any new strains, the status of any other vaccines in the pipeline, whether the ministry, due to second wave, is considering giving vaccine to all irrespective of age and comorbidity, and whether there are any plans before the government for a second lockdown. And the Honorable Minister may also throw some light on the investigations that are going on in Wuhan, Madam. Before I go into the details of the demand for grants, I would like to highlight 2 issues regarding the state of Andhra Pradesh. Madam, I searched frantically almost all the budget documents as to what the ministry has given for the aims that has been set up in Guntur, my parliamentary constituency, but failed to get any details. Madam, the Honorable Minister is on record saying that the full-fledged hospital would become functional by September 2020 in Mangalgiri. Secondly, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister the present status of the hostels, labs, staff quarters, and departments in AIIMS, Mangalgiri, Madam. I request the Honorable Minister to kindly issue instructions to the officials concerned to complete the permanent campus and other facilities at the earliest. Madam, the Honorable Minister must also be aware that a mysterious illness struck Eluru in West Godavari district of my state in AP. Nearly 700 people in Eluru town suffered from convulsions, seizures, dizziness, nausea, and other symptoms. First, they had vomiting, and after some time, they lost consciousness also. A few people have also lost their lives. The ICMR and WHO medical teams and a team from the ministry visited the place to investigate the cause of the illness. But till now, we don't know what the problem was and what are the reasons behind this sudden illness. I request the Honorable Minister to kindly let the House know what is the status of this. Madam, please, Madam, just give me 2 minutes, I'll complete. Now, coming to the demand for grants, I take the opportunity to compliment the Honorable Health Minister for successfully getting huge allocation for his ministry, which is as much as 137% more than this year's budget estimate. It is a positive signal, and I'm sure it will help to achieve the 2.5% of expenditure on GDP on health before the targeted year of 2030. The main area of concern is about public spending on health, Madam. If you look at the economic survey placed in Parliament a day before the budget, it clearly indicates that we are at 179th position out of 189 countries in giving priority to healthcare in the budget. Secondly, if you look at out-of-pocket expenses on health, it is 60% of total expenses in our country, which is one of the highest in the world. So I suggest for consideration of the Honorable Minister that There are two ways to address this. One is to increase health spending from the present 1.1% to 3% of GDP, which will bring out-of-pocket expenses down to 30%, madam. Madam, I'll just come to the conclusion, madam. Madam, the Honorable FM emphasized in the budget.